Oh, hello. Good evening. I am Walter Reubert, and this is Walter Reubert's Thoughts. Tonight on Walter Reubert's Thoughts, we will be discussing the strange phenomenon that are the bedsheet demons. They are a funny creature, the bedsheet demons, most commonly known for their midnight attacks on primary young females. None know why, but many have guessed. Unfortunately, none of them have lived to talk about it. Millions of bedsheet demon attacks were recorded last year. The most famous of these occurred in the fall of 1992 in Switzerland. Albert Reichenbergen was having a lovely midnight stroll with his fair lady, Susanna Le Montage de Valachamy Honajaku III. But we'll call her Sue. This lovely couple were having a romantic escape from their busy lives when Sue was taken suddenly by the bedsheet demons. Albert reported that her last words were, "Finally, things are clear. This has all happened before." But this, by some strange coincidence, also happens to be the last thoughts of the dodo. Understanding this may help humankind evolve. Unfortunately, that hope died years ago, along with dignity, dinosaurs, and many other things starting with D. But I digress. I do recall from my childhood dear Mama telling me stories of ghosts and witches and the mailmen. The first two because I grew up in the fairy tale land of Pampata. The third because she was haunted by a waffle iron named Pat as a child. The stories that were told to me in my generation are nothing to the evil of these somewhat accident-prone ghosts. Believe you me, they are no fairy tale. Let me take you back to autumn last year when reports of the undescribable flooded the news. I will describe these undescribable events to you. The first of that was that of a young girl whose life was so abruptly taken by these somewhat cumbersome creatures. She was enjoying a lovely midnight stroll with her cow. The moon was nowhere to be seen. The lights were on the horizon, and everybody was enjoying a cool breeze just blown in from Portugal, where the king had just declared his third son's name to be Aladdin. Disney later sued the king of Portugal for copyright. The king lost the case. His great fortune is now a hobo in New Jersey, collecting bottle caps and stamps. The girl had just let her cow off the leash so it could splash gleefully in the calm waves. She'd barely sat down to rest her feet from the tiresome walk when the infamous, undescribable, tragic, and somewhat crunchy event occurred. Yes, that's right, she sat on a twig. And as any faithful National Geographic viewer knows, the sound of breaking twigs is a mating call for small carnivorous creatures and grandparents. The sound of these excited small carnivorous creatures sounds an awful lot like bedbugs, which truly are the nits in the hair of the bedsheet demons. Just as any mother would understand, the mere thought of this infuriates a fire deep within the bedsheet demon, not unlike the sound of one hand clapping to Mozart. The bedsheet demon was immediately drawn to the source, where he witnessed the young girl trying to remove splinters from a rather uncomfortable area. The demon then proceeded to do the ritual dance. I believe we are lucky enough to have this on tape. But a word of warning, senior citizens, young children, and headless chickens. After watching this, you may never be able to eat porridge again. Roll the tape, Allison. That was thrilling. It was shortly after this that the bedsheet demon proceeded to steal the girl's soul, left nipple, and cow. The FBI, CIA, and MTV have attempted to cover this up with claims of alien abduction, acts of God, and the Irish. You may choose to believe what the media tells you about these occurrences. I leave you now with the truth. Good night and thank you for watching. I am Walter Reubert and this is Walter Reubert's Thoughts.
That is going in.
Why?
It was funny.
No, it's not. You're funny. Looking.